Hi folks, we are back at the 8th Region tournament and we are going to watch one of the games in the Lannister and Greyjoy match. And this has been interesting today, so it's 1-1. We have seen Feuerbart winning for Lannister with Free Folk against Banner Dragon. But the other game, Alex won it in Mamer's Mirror for Greyjoy, so a chance for both teams to take the lead here. And the players involved are GoobieButter and Power Mauler, as you can see. And it's Greyjoy Aloof against Lenny Many-Faced God. Which
Can I
kings
make
would
a
in play?
prediction?
Sure, go for it.
I think Many-Faced God's gonna win.
Well, Lenny Many-Faced God has been one of the strongest decks over the last year or so in Thrones. Maybe half a year. And it's seen some restrictions, but very minor. It's not really nerfed it a lot. The agenda, of course, has been errated, but it's not one of those decks that really does a lot with choosing opponents' characters. So it's supposed to be one of the strong Lenny decks. They have a bunch though. For Greyjoy, on the other hand, so a few years ago, Greyjoy Aloof was the dominant deck, but then the simple pod of Risen with the agenda has kind of killed it off. Now there's Kerwin here, so there is one save, but the Greyjoy staple of just playing an offensive Morghulis is kind of gone. Unless there's
Yeah,
some
and
bodyguards and stuff.
there's silence in play, but also intimidate assault army.
Mm. So Euron is available. No
Yeah,
Castamere, but 2 gold for maybe
tribal combat.
yeah, that's the one. Although more likely it's for ambush, but we'll see.
Mm.
I mean, you can't claim that much because simply if there's ever more than one claim, Kerwin can be claimed with someone else and then used to save. Although fun early Morghulis, right, for Lannister got absolutely everything duped.
And also, I mean, Halfman's Ford is insanely strong.
Just going to intimidate Euron and
Yeah, I mean,
take care of silence so that Cersei can then also do 2 claim intrigue.
currently there is technically enough to defend, but what are we thinking? There's gonna be the Moon Brothers, I wanna say. The ones that come in by needing the agenda.
Hmm. Yeah, you can defend and avoid intimidate on Euron, right?
You can defend pretty successfully, I think.
Well, there's
And
9.
then,
9 strength, so you can defend against. Oh, if Euron goes in the challenge.
yeah, and then you strand him with silence, right? Because otherwise silence is gone, so you wasted one use of Euron anyway.
I didn't consider that Euron could go in the challenge. He could, of course, yeah. Probably that's what Mauler is tempting GoobieButter here to do.
Yes,
To
but
increase the strength, probably.
yeah, let's see if it's the agenda nil one.
If not, then. Okay.
Oh, okay, so there is the agenda nil one, but there's also a fanatic. This still does increase by 2, so he will have to use his Iron Fleet scouts. I think both of them even.
Mm-hmm.
Should for sure use the other one as well.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, there was also a bit as well. There was
That's
Moon
so much
Brothers
stuff.
Burn Man
Oh,
that can come in, and also Widows well.
It could have been drawn with Kingswood, right?
In theory, yes.
But that was three things that they had available. I have to feel a little bad for Greyjoy because he did have the fanatic there to counter the Moon Brothers, but had many other answers as well. Mm.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a board that is fair in any way. To get in round one, play Summer Harvest and you get characters that can attack for what, 13 on military, and everything is duped, and you still have 4 cards in hand. And against the cancel. Come on. Well, is there any penalty for losing this one? You can give... No, can't give the icon anymore. But there's no penalty either.
No.
And Greyjoy can't Morghulis ever, so... And Duhair is not going to be in Aloof and apart. Any other
Yeah.
reset, absolutely useless. Wildfire leaves 3 duped bigs. So does Mad King's command, so...
I mean, if you try to win initiative and maybe threaten some unopposed stuff, but yeah, I don't know. And also card advantage for Lannister there. I mean, really, this character seems a bit overpowered sometimes. I imagine if there was Castamere as well. Although yeah, with Kervin it's not such a disaster, but
Just you win or you die.
win or die, that's
Well, there's nothing in hand, so whatever.
into City Besiege, it's going to need silence. So that's that thing gone. Well, Maiden's Bane gonna force a little bit to defend, right?
Of course, the 3 cards in
Oh,
hand
but
will
he's
be
not captain.
just wasted. Won't no dupes for Euron or anything. So
Yeah.
and Moller got 3 dupes in setup in round 1. Doesn't need to play anything. Just yeah.
Of the key characters as well.
Well, lots of strength boosts. However, against intimidate and potentially stealth, not going to matter that much.
You have to try to do challenges. I mean, if you just pass, that's the plot completely wasted. But
Yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing how Lannister managed to lose to Tyrell. They have clearly the best decks. And they beat
the best
Stark.
card.
Stark kind of had chances in a couple of those games that were really close rush matchups, but Lenny won them. And now it's 1-1.
Action issues.
Just completely unrestricted faction. They're about on the same level as Greyjoy would be if Greyjoy could play all of their cards like Lannister could. Now, the problem is Greyjoy is easy to restrict because they have one deck that every character goes in, and you can say, okay, no more Asha and Victorian together. Whereas Lannister has 5 decks, and they're using probably more than any other faction large percentage of their card pool. This deck has completely different cards to some of the other decks, like Rain's Bestow, for instance, or their Shadow decks. They just work at the moment super well.
So
Well,
do you think GoobieButter has connection issues or he just rage quit? I could understand the rage quitting a little bit. But,
yeah, it's not looking good, but you know, the Manifest God doesn't get power that quickly. So you tough it out and see if there's a double Morghulis going through. That kills most. If you can win the military and claim the Reducer and Burnman, in theory you could march one of the others, although Moonbrother is still lurking about.
yeah, I assume Moon Brothers coming in.
Can't even do Harris them that well, because it's Cersei and one of the other two. They're pretty decent together.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, hopefully GoobieButter makes it back because that I don't know if this perfect game state can be replicated in a rematch. In other case.
okay. This one might happen. So does he have stealth? No. But there is potential +6 on on the strength. So okay, Burnman is just going to be claimed.
Okay, I didn't thought he just ends Sasha.
Silence was standing already, right? Oh no, because it was not
No.
with the I see, with the
Yeah.
city besieged. Okay. Well, if Euron could take something more interesting, I don't know what that could be. He's not going to take Castamere and do anything with it. Lannister, Harrenhal, stuff like that, you can't really do anything with. Harrenhal can put in non-Lannister character. Does it say Lannister or House Bolton or something like that? That's not going to work either. Lots of locations though against nothing, so if you could reset the Lenny deck somehow, things might happen. but you can't. Still on the King's Road though, so if you place this into counting coppers, it's not too bad.
You better have something for silence to put in. Well, he need to use silence now if he wants it, because once the army goes into the challenge, it's gone again.
Yeah, it's probably
I mean, but he had
not happening.
two. He had two locations. I mean, two warships that he marshaled this round. So why not just keep one in hand?
I mean, as first player and needing to win a challenge with Karl the Mate first, so guess it wasn't guaranteed at the time.
I suppose so, but I think the Iron Fleet Scout could be worth the risk, right? I don't know.
When do you do anything with Corwin now? Yeah, keeps 3 characters in play. And 2 more on a post coming through. Is he going to pillage? Yes.
So do you think there's trial by combat as well?
It's quite possibly in this deck with Cersei.
I mean, but right now you still have high road if you want to do it. No.
Oof, Gorod
If
and
there was,
Balon.
that would be.
The bad Balon, unfortunately. Should have included the other one. Not sure if he's restricted now, I don't think so.
He is, I think.
Ooh, well.
No?
Okay, now you know Kerwin is gone, there's not going to be reasons. However, this goes into coppers, and if Greyjoy also has Morgulis, there's the dupes gone, so I think this was possibly a little unnecessary. Or does he have more dupes for these characters? Doesn't have much gold.
What the fuck is this?
Language.
Sorry.
It's Tris Botley.
Never saw that in my life.
Now is he going to do anything? Can choose one of those that you don't want duped. You can also choose painted dogs, I guess. No, you can't. He says marshal or play, right? Yeah. So you can still jump in just fine. And here comes the econ. Exactly what Lenny needed for the long game. I can just afford to discard mix next like that. Must be fun. By the way, the limit on Ulf is laughable. 3 times per phase, so he gets 1000 strength. Printed strength. Laughable limit. It's not once, it's 3 times.
Per face, so if you need and then if you even by mistake click on him in marshalling, it doesn't take up a trigger. But to be fair, I think it's not even like the best clansman.
Mhm.
Maybe like fifth down the list. There's the army. Painted dogs, right? And he's still going to have intrigue claim if he wants to.
Yeah, problem is they're not going to marshal prey painted dogs, they just jump in. Removed from the game
Yeah,
anyway,
lose
though.
one copyright.
What's going on with this? Mm-hmm. There is a command, yeah, just pillage.
Yeah, but
Ooh, customer, interesting.
there's now gonna be he pillaged one card from his deck, so he has to put it back.
I guess it's a random card anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the one that he should have drawn, and it's not a great one.
Still climb on this one. Ooh, Iron
Mm.
Mines. That's interesting. So can't play Reasons, and this is actually one matchup where Iron Mines might have mattered a little bit with all the pressure. Yeah, that's Murguli's turn now done with. The turn where Lanny had not much because of the lack of claim. But now setting up the econ and Goldmine is there to dig for characters. He threw out Milk Snacks though with the King's Road still there, so that was slightly surprising. Okay.
Mm. So close call. There's Euron back, but there's two now in discard pile, so I'm not sure how good chances are to draw him again.
Hmm. Well, if he could win dominance, which he won't. No, Euron is not dead anymore, but Karl the Maid is available.
Oh, well, I mean, to be fair, if you survive this round, and then you have a very good Murgulis at least. Probably he also doesn't have cards in hand, so.
Hmm. Does Mother defend again here?
I
Or
mean,
does
you
he
don't
say
have to
goodbye to a
become
character?
military, I think. Those are all pretty good characters, right?
Yeah, Halfman's Horde's not too bad on top of the death pile.
That's the reason, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Morgulis will be that good, honestly, when Tyrion starts taking characters back to hand here.
You can only take army back.
Spent 3 characters to defend. Tribal Combat is in the deck. So there's still Moon Brothers, I think. So you can do military with the Horde. But then Moon Brothers can't take another icon. You can do power. Moon Brothers will add +3. Which should be enough to win against the Ironfleet Scouts.
Also, there's a sword, so.
He has Intimidate, so Aaron may as well defend. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. Had to do that really. Because I can't allow GoobieButter to win dominance.
But didn't raise claims. I don't know. Can you not allow him to win dominance? I mean,
It's going to add a character. Is this going to be a complaint about Lannister cards? I mean, Dex winning wasn't restricted one bit, so what can you do? They have a limited number of them though.
but surely you can play clansman with a different agenda. I mean, it's not as good, but for the purposes of this format, I think.
Ah, there was this anyway, so honestly could have just let more stuff through and triggered Tyrion twice on two challenges for the claim race and been further ahead, but he's played it kind of safe here, skipping the card advantage because he can't possibly lose in the long game. And now have to marshal only lords with this vanquish. It's interesting spread of traits, so vanquish is a bit unusual here, right? But it's kind of worked
Yeah.
out for the moment. But not if you draw now an Ironborn that doesn't have the lord trait or something like that. Might also concede. Well, he is a lord. Too bad that Ulf has about 30 strength, so 5 is not going to do it. Yeah, I can't see that happening, honestly. Sure, it's just up to 11. Can get about 10 more probably. Or at least 6 more. Well, it doesn't have absolutely everything. It does not have kingdom plots, for what it's worth. But it does
It's
cheat
like a bit
characters
much, though.
in for free, basically.
Like, they got restricted Lannister, but honestly, they just play Hear Me Roar now, and it's sometimes even better because Lannister couldn't put the army in.
Yeah, I think Trisbotley is about to leave play, so... Mm. Throne Hear Me Roar. And I mean, he has 0 reserve, so... So... Will this end quickly? Let's see, we are on 7, so unopposed military is 8. Then unopposed infantry is 9. He will have power for 10, and 3 claim is 13. Dominance is 14. Where's one more coming from?
It should have started with military, probably, though, no? No?
Yeah, he would have killed all 3, most likely.
Yeah, well, maybe doesn't have another. Although he should get power from one of those 3 anyway.
Faction cards net now though, so Painted Dogs can stand. Tyrion, he himself actually cannot raise claim. Oh, we were past the point of doing power, never mind. So we did take 3 claim already. And this will work just fine as 3 claim military. Ah yes, prized, okay. That's a thing as well. So could have done it with prized if he did military first.
Yeah, but maybe it doesn't work out if he doesn't have another character that he can put in with natural ambush, because I don't think Moon Brothers has natural ambush. He has to
No,
come
but
in.
there's a Painted Dogs in hand. Sure there
Oh,
was.
is it
Was
in
there?
there? I don't know where the Tris Botley cards go.
Ah, there isn't a... There wasn't one. Okay, I thought there
No,
was one in rotation. Whatever then.
there was Steamed, but nothing that would have come in, so suppose no option for a power challenge afterwards. Oh no, how will he ever manage to win now?
Yeah, of course. Wonder if the last plot is Morgulis for Greyjoy. Might not be actually. For Snow and some 2 claimers, maybe the plan to avoid their own Morgulis. But yeah,
What's the last plot for Lannister?
mm,
March?
so no proper. This is the first proper reset. Um, has to be first now, right?
Or March?
Possibly. Yeah. The dupes in round 1 were too much, even if there was any kind of chance. I mean, GoobieButter was going first with some military icons and Iron Fleet scouts, so there was some chance of pushing through to claim military, but not against that board. First of all, winning it against Ulf is already a nightmare, and then there is claim soak and there's dupes on the bigs, so never could really do anything with that. Yeah, so there we are. That's Lannister taking the lead. Would be better for my
Everyone in
team.
Lannister
Yeah,
lose a bit.
if Greyjoy won, it would be better because Greyjoy is currently last and Lannister has 1 win and 1 loss. So Lanny is more dangerous in the short term, but it could turn around. Of course, let's see what they still have. So Colin Weir against Lobotom, right renown against Richard, Bobby against Eric, Martin against Marek, Peter against Carson, and Rupert against GoobieButter has just finished. I think Lannister is favorite, not just for the draw but for the win. Will they? Do they have a positive matchup though? I mean, since they have 5 decks that are tier 1 and Greyjoy has 1, they can find the one that works. So they should
You can
win
take
this one.
Clansman from Sea of Blood as well.
Yeah. So let's end it here. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back with hopefully some more fun games in the coming days.
Bye.